to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here today. So today's reading is the monthly reading for June 2026 for the Earth sign Capricorn. Capricorn, I do hope that you are doing well. I'm happy to have you here with me today. So for the reading, we will be doing a 10-card Celtic cross spread using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck by Jennifer Galasso. If I need to clarify anything, I have the gilded, the mini Gilded Tarot by Sarah Marchetti. I don't think I'm going to need to clarify. Everything looks very clear here to me. First of all, let me just say, I do apologize for being missing in action. The last 6 months have been significantly challenging, I would say, for me, just on a personal level. And when I am experiencing things like that on a more personal level, I'm just unable to record videos. I've tried and it just doesn't flow, and so I really just took the time to deal with what I have been dealing with, and hopefully now I will be able to get back to my normal recording. Sorry, I have my little list of all the signs over there. Let me actually move that over so it's not in frame. So let's get started. We have at the center of the spread the Lovers crossed by the Ten of Wands. So the Lovers could be a major decision, and just looking over the spread, we have three major arcana showing up, okay? But the Lovers it can represent a significant decision that needs to be made at this time. It can be a head or heart decision coming in this month. The Lovers, it's number 6 of the major arcana associated with the air sign of Gemini. It can represent a deep soul connection. So for some of you, there might be a relationship that is center stage this month. You might be meeting somebody who is a soulmate, so a new love relationship starting up. But for others, it would just be a significant decision that is sitting center stage, and it is helped or hindered by this Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands, as you can see on the card, the man, he looks very tired, right? Very weary. The horse is tired. They're carrying this heavy load of 10 wands, trying to make it back up the hill. But it does represent a challenging, tiring, difficult situation coming to an end this month. So, this choice, it can be helped or hindered by letting go, putting down the wands, just really, closing out this one challenging cycle in order to give way to a brand new cycle coming in, right? After the Ten of Wands, it would go back around to the Ace of Wands, representing a brand new cycle starting up. Wands has to do with the work that we do. It can be jobs, it can be creative endeavors and projects, as well as our own drive, passion, determination, ambition for the things that we do in life. So, an ending sitting center stage here for you, helping or hindering this significant decision. Now you have in the deep past the Eight of Wands, but I do feel that this Eight of Wands energy, depending on also when you listen to this reading, I feel that it's more kind of happening now and not so much in the deep past. Obviously, some of you might have already received this news coming in. Typically, the Eight of Wands is fast-paced news, so this back and forth communication. It can also be travel by air. But it's usually, it's something that comes in quite quickly. Generally positive, right? This Eight of Wands news coming in. And I feel that it has something to do with this decision sitting center stage. In the recent past, we have the Nine of Cups, which is, it's it's the minor arcana version of the wish card. So it's setting your intentions, putting them out into the universe, and then trusting that the universe will provide. Is wish upon a star, so wish fulfillment. Very positive, very uplifting type of energy. Cups deals with emotions, feelings, relationships. So some type of, it could be, if it's to do with a job, it's like a dream job coming in. Now, crowning your reading, you have the Five of Pentacles, which is that lack mentality. So a worry, surrounding your finances or surrounding the work that you do, thinking that you are, left out in the cold. There could be this lack mentality surrounding your finances, or, worry, concern in the workplace, or, related to your career, related to the work that you do. But with the Five of Pentacles, fives in the tarot, they do represent change. So, there could be a change surrounding your work, which is what, I'm definitely feeling. Also just looking at the cards coming in the rest of the spread. But fives also, they do, especially with this Five of Pentacles, there's this cautionary message of, there is help there. So there's help if you need it. You just might need to ask for help. This obviously shows it a little bit differently than the typical Five of Pentacles, which has, people walking outside of this church that you can see inside. There's like the warm glow coming from inside the church, representing, all they need to do is go inside and ask for help. Help is there if they need it. But I said that I feel that, things are improving, mainly because here, well, there are other cards that also show this, but here coming up in your near future, you have this Ace of Pentacles. Aces in the tarot are blessings from the universe. They are big yes cards. So if you have been waiting for an answer related to, especially in the case of this Ace of Pentacles, related to your finances, the work that you do, right, your job situation, this is the big yes coming in. So this is the, if you've applied for jobs, if you put out all the resumes and you've been waiting to hear back, this is that job offer coming in. With it being Pentacles, it's not just this, because it does represent potential, right? This Ace, it's sort of this potential of what can happen, what can become with this Ace of Pentacles, but it has growth potential, right? Earth energy, we associate it with the work that we do. It's our home, our family, but there's longevity attached to it. So there's, it's a very solid offer coming in for you. And you show up in the spread as the Knight of Wands, and you also have in your surroundings this Page of Wands. So 2 court cards here related to the suit of Wands. Again, we had Wands sitting at the center of the spread. Could be dealing with a fire sign individual, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But, usually this Knight of Wands would be bringing in an offer related to, right, your career, a project, and the Page of Wands is sort of news related to that. So I do feel that there are repeating cards here, repeating messages, right? That it's like there is something coming in. So there's news coming in. This news about a new job offer might come in quite quickly. Might have to act on it quite quickly as well. But this is very dynamic energy, and it's very exciting. And I feel that you feel very excited about whatever this new opportunity is. In your hopes and fears, you have the Chariot, Major Arcana number 7, associated with the water sign of Cancer. This is, it's forward momentum. This is movement. This is, heading off, tearing off in a new direction. Can be physically moving, traveling, right? Travel by car. You could be buying a car, selling a car, but, some type of movement. And we also see movement with the outbound energy of the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups does speak of, turning your back on a situation which no longer serves you, no longer fulfills you, and heading off into a new direction. Even though it's not yet clear sort of what lies ahead over this mountain, right? She knows that she can't stay put where she is. So she has turned her back. She's heading off in this new direction, kind of trusting that where she is heading, is definitely going to be more rewarding, more fulfilling than where she currently is. The overall energy for the spread, you have Major Arcana number 4, the Emperor. So there could be a signing of contracts, right, when the Emperor shows up. You could be dealing with, again, an Aries. We had other fire energy cards in your spread. You could be dealing with an Aries, but, the Emperor is like leveling up, right? He is like the King of Kings, so he is very solid energy. He's also very good if you're starting up your own business venture, moving into like a management position, or if you are dealing with somebody in a management position, right? If this goes back to the kind of interviewing, depending on when you listen to the reading, if you're still going through the interview phase, I feel that you know, you're coming out on top here, right? We do have very positive with this Ace of Pentacles, the wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. We have movement, right, heading in this new direction. So I feel that the month of June for many of you watching could be, you know, definitely a month of progress, of forward momentum, of new opportunities coming in, of moving, physically moving. But you know, over the summer, before the month of August, I feel that there could be movement for many of you, right? We do have 2 8s here in the spread. Yeah, so definitely, you know, looks like a very good month. I don't feel that I need to clarify. Things look very straightforward. So I do hope that the messages have helped. I thank you for joining me today. Look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of June. Bye for now.